Okay, this is going to be a really quick tutorial on how to post a blog article on in WordPress. The first thing I do is I go ahead and open up the Word doc that we get from Georgia, and I highlight the whole thing, copy it to my clipboard. So we have this article right here that we're posting today, and I go back to the dashboard in WordPress, and I go to Posts, and I go to Add New. Okay, as soon as that's opened and ready for editing, then the very first thing I want to do before I do anything else is I want to click on this Paste as Text. So it's like a clipboard with a T on it. So we do that. So that what that does is that extracts all of the coding that Microsoft puts in there for formatting and all that stuff. We don't want that because it's bad. It's got a lot of bloat to it. So we click on that, paste as text, and then we paste all of that in here. Now, the next thing I do is I start at the sentence here and go up here, and I do a Command or Control X to cut that title out of there. And then I go up here to where it says Add New Post, it says Add Title. Then I paste that right there. So that gives me the exact same copy that was provided me. So I know that I'm not doing anything wrong here. And then I also have Grammarly on here, and it's not necessary to have any kind of feedback on this because Word has built-in things, and there's a multitude of other ways that you can do this. But to do things quickly, I use Grammarly because right here, Pocketbook is actually one word instead of two. In person is hyphenated. Step by step is hyphenated. I just know this from being a tech writer for, 35, 40 years. Check-in is, or checklist is one word, not two. So got all of this looking pretty good. I come up here and it should be of, throw a job of, so that looks good. And then a lot of times Georgia will put in here the hypertext links that we need to, associate with that. So a particular, hypertext link to something else within the website. So what I do is I go in here inside the parentheses here, and I go ahead and do a Control-C or Copy-C, or Command-C, Control-C. Copy that to your clipboard. And let me see here. She's wanting to do that. Let me see here. Let's just assume that she wants it right there. So I highlight that after I've copied everything to the clipboard. And I go up here to Insert/Edit Link. And then I paste that in there. I hit that. Now, anything that we do as far as links go, we want to open that up into a new window. Even if it's on our own website, so if it's a previous post, we want to go ahead and open that up into a new window so that the visitor doesn't lose track of where they are. So I'm going to go in here and say open link in new tab and update. And the way I did that was I hit edit, and then I hit this cog right here that says link options, and I selected this little checkbox here that says open link in a new tab, and then I hit update. So once I've done that, then now I can get rid of this. I'll go ahead and put a period there. And I think that's what she's wanting to do. If not, we can correct it later. So then we're going to scan on down here and look at anything else. Usually when Georgia has a link to an outside website, she will provide me with the link. Sometimes I like to go ahead and assume that she wants, if she's mentioning a NADCA certification, that means that she really wants to have this point there, which is a plus because it helps with SEO. So I'm going to do NADCA as a Google search. And I'm going to go ahead and copy that link to my clipboard. And then I'm going to go in here and I'm going to just highlight this here. Okay. And then I'm going to go back up to this hypertext link icon in the toolbar. And I'm going to go ahead and paste that in there. And again, I want to click that little arrow and that makes it official. And then I go back in here and go to the cog and say open link in new tab. So we got that done. Now, last but not least, well, let's check this here. I think that needs a question mark. So, last but not least, we always end with contact us for a free estimate. We already know what that's going to be. So we highlight this, always, 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 go up here, click on this hypertext link, if it will. There we go. And then we're going to type in https://mrductcleaner.com. Okay? And we're going to go ahead and hit that apply button. And then we're going to click on the pencil and then go back here to that cog and then click on open link in new tab. Okay, we've done that. So now we've got all of those things put into place. Okay? So now the next thing we need to do is find a photo for this. And I'm kind of fond of Adobe's free images. So we're just going to go in here and take a look at this. So let's say I want to use this one right here. Okay? None of these are going to be what you want it to be. And I've already downloaded this, so I'm not going to do it again. But I found an image that I thought I'd like. You can use an image that you already have that's from a work site, or you can go to one of the many places where you can get royalty-free images to use for this task. Now, I use Photoshop, so what I'm going to do is I've already downloaded this image, and I'm going to go over here to Photoshop, and I'm going to say I want to open that image, and it's in my downloads folder. You'll have to go to wherever your downloads are. And here's the image. But that image needs to be 800 by 800 pixels at 72 pixels per inch resolution. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to say new here, file new, 800 by 800. If you're new to Photoshop, this exists because I've already done this before. But if I hadn't done this before, then I would need to go in here on the right-hand side on width and height and put in 800 and 800 for both of those. So we'll do that, create that. Okay, so now I'm going to go grab this and I'm going to drag it over to this 800 by 800 palette I've got. I'm going to go ahead and reduce this way down so I can see what's going on. I can see my handles. And I'm going to go ahead and get this kind of sized up a little bit. And then I'm going to zoom back in on it a little bit. And then I'm going to kind of place that right there in the middle. And that's going to be my image. Again, you don't have to use this image. You can use whatever image you guys decide on. So I'm going to go to File. I'm going to go to Save a Copy. Okay, and then I'm going to go on your computer, and instead of Photoshop file, it's going to be a JPEG, and I'm going to, I think this is, let me refresh my memory, I think this is called Who is Cleaning Your Ducts, which it is. So I'll go back here to Photoshop, and I'll say featured who is cleaning your ducts. That way we know what it is relating to. And I'm going to put it someplace on my hard drive, and yours is going to be totally different than this. But I'll go to Mr. Duck Cleaner, and I'm going to go to blog supporting files, and I'm just going to save it right here. Okay. Now, the quality would be anywhere from 5 to 7. I'm going to go ahead and make this 7 because it's only 800 by 800, and it's like, 72 pixels per inch resolution. So I've gone to baseline optimized as my format option, and I've adjusted this slide to say that the quality is going to be 7. That's going to be really good. It's going to put it right where it needs to be, and that's done. So now I want to go back to my page where I'm posting this, and I'm going to come over to the right-hand side, okay? And I think this blog mainly deals with air quality. Let me see here, residential. We're going to go ahead and select residential too. So this helps with SEO. So now the next thing I'm going to do is come back down to featured image, set featured image right here. Okay, so I've done that. I'm going to go to upload files. I'm going to go over here to the middle and select files. I'm going to go find that in my on my hard drive. Here it is. It's going to be right here. And I'm going to go open. Now, one of the things I want to go ahead and put in here is in the alt text, because this helps with SEO, is, let me go back here. And we're going to look at the title again. Who is cleaning your ducks? So that's going to be a really good alt text for this. And it's all lowercase. So that's all I put in there. Alt text. Who is cleaning your ducks? Set featured image. Okay. Get this all done. Everything looks good. We got our hypertext links in here. And some of this is subject to change, I'm sure. But anyway, we got everything, all the essential components in there, including the featured image. And we're going to go ahead and say publish. Now, once you've done that, everything is ready to go. And we can go back here to Mr. Duck Cleaner and say visit site up in the upper left-hand corner. And we're going to go to blog. And this is going to be the very first one. And it automatically puts in the date, today's date and all that. And so you got that photo that we selected. And then we can click on read more. And there's the entire article, including the hypertext links and all that. So that's basically all there is to it. If you have any questions, let me know. Thanks.